Well, once again, conspiracy theorists are making a mountain out of a molehill. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the video of the guy who gets arrested to go pick up his kids. Now, there's a few things about this that basically conspiracy theorists aren't mentioning, which are important to the story. And they've also not looking at the other side, which is the school and the teacher's side as well, which is, again, just as important. So let's go over what you see in the video. The guy gets arrested. Basically, I think the police officer or whatever is basically just having a bad day. I don't know why he got ticked off, but he decided to arrest them. Was that wrong? Yes, of course it was wrong. Now, let's make this clear as to why they went in the first place. They changed to a new policy. Now, when you look into this further, turns out this was a test. They were going to run it, this idea, this new pickup idea, for a couple of months to see how it turned out. See whether it was a good idea or not. That's another thing conspiracy theorists aren't mentioning, but, you know, never mind. So, the new idea was that if you wanted your kids to be able to walk home unsupervised, you would have to sign a form saying, I give permission for my children, blah blah blah, to walk home unsupervised. You know what? That's fine. Because they were 8 and 14, so I don't see how much trouble they can get into. But again, there's a point where conspiracy theorists are not bothered about, because they're more outraged about the fact, you know, someone got arrested rather than the actual problem that's going on. Say these kids walked home and they got into an accident. Whose fault is it? Well, believe it or not, the courts would fall in favour that it was the school's fault. If they didn't have that piece of paper saying the parents were okay with it, and the school let those kids walk home unsupervised, it's the school's fault. Because until those children, from the moment school finishes up until they can pass the kids into the custody of their guardians or parents, their safety, those children's safety is the responsibility of the school. And a good example, this happened at my school. Our school was a busy, just off a busy road, and there wasn't just our primary school, there was another primary school, as well as there's a secondary school as well. So you had 2 primary schools and a secondary school, all on one road. Can you imagine the chaos and basically just traffic jam that would cause? And guess what? There was a kid who had an arrangement with his dad. His dad said, I will wait here, I will park here or around this area. Once school finishes, you come and, you know, you can walk out of school, walk to here, we'll be fine. Initially, the school was quite hesitant to do it because they were like, we don't really want that to happen. We prefer that, you know, you'd get out your car, come pick up your son. Of course, in the end, the school said, okay, alright then, we'll let you do it. Of course, this went on for quite a while. Now, what happened? Unfortunately, he got clipped by a car. He wasn't seriously injured. But do you know who the parent blamed? School. And tried to sue them. this time, the court system managed to favour the school because they said, look, you had an agreement with the school that they'd let your son go, and an accident happened between that time. They let your son go, and after that, he's your responsibility. And they had a signed piece of paper and everything to say, this is what had happened, this is the agreement we'd made. The accident happened after we let him go. And yet, he blamed the school and tried to sue them. And now, you get a lot of schools. I was watching again, The People's Voice. There was a guy saying, oh, apparently his school were doing a similar thing. Well, I guarantee if you look deeper into that, there's a reason why. And I bet it's to do with the congestion on the actual street and the dangers that it involves. Because a lot of accidents that happen with children, believe it or not, happen going to school or leaving school. Do conspiracy theorists care about this? That actually the schools are actually trying to ensure the safety of these children? No. They're just outraged that apparently a guy couldn't pick his... Well, that, you know, someone got arrested over this. And to be honest, I'm with them on that one, to be honest. I think it was a ridiculous thing, but from what I've seen, I think the guy just was having a bad day. So, again, it's conspiracy theories making a mountain out of a molehill. So, it really is ridiculous. And again, they're not looking at the whole picture.